Let me ask you something. Do you ever look at your paycheck, feel kind of proud of it, and then immediately feel stressed anyway? Like on paper, you're doing fine. You make more than you used to, maybe more than your parents ever did. But somehow, your bank balance never really reflects that. You're still nervous about unexpected expenses, still thinking twice before taking time off, still one bad month away from feeling panicked. And you can't quite explain why, because everyone keeps telling you the same thing. Just increase your income, make more money, get a better job. But here's the thing, there are millions of people earning six figures who are financially fragile. And there are people earning far less, who are calm, flexible, and financially secure. So today I want to talk about the one financial metric that matters more than income. The one that actually determines whether money gives you freedom or just more expensive stress. And almost no one tracks it. My name is Jay, and I spend way too much time thinking about how money actually works in real life, not just how it sounds like it should work. If you're someone who earns money but still feels behind, stressed, or weirdly stuck even though you're doing everything right, make sure to hit that subscribe button. And give this video a thumbs up if this helps you see your money differently. All right, let's talk about the biggest lie in personal finance, challenging the core assumption. Income equals success. Look, income matters. I'm not saying it doesn't, but income has become this proxy for financial success that we never question. We treat it like a scoreboard. Higher income equals winning, lower income equals losing, but that's not how money actually works. Here's a stat that should bother you. According to a 2023 Federal Reserve survey of household economics, 36% of households earning over $100,000 per year say they would struggle to cover a $400 emergency without borrowing. Let me repeat that. People making six figures can't absorb a $400 surprise. That's not an income problem. That's a structure problem. The metric that matters more than income is your monthly financial flexibility ratio, or more simply, how much of your income is already spoken for before the month even starts. Not net worth, not salary, not credit score. What matters is how much of your money is already committed, because committed money doesn't give you options. Concrete example, let's walk through two people. Person A, income $120,000 per year, monthly take home, $7,000. Expenses, rent, mortgage, $3,000. Car payment plus insurance, $900. Student loans, $700. Subscriptions, phone, utilities, $600. Minimum savings, investing, $500. That's $5,700 already locked in. That leaves $1,300 for food, emergencies, travel, life, one missed paycheck, one medical bill, one job loss, instant stress. Person B, income, $60,000 per year. Monthly take home to $3,800. Expenses, rent, $1,200. Transportation, $300. Utilities plus phone, $300. Food, $500. That's about $2,300 committed. They have $1,500 flexible. Person B earns half as much, but has more control. Here's what most people don't realize. Financial stress doesn't come from low income. It comes from high obligation. Every fixed expense you add is a decision your future self no longer gets to make. That's the psychological trap. Why this happens. Here's what happens as income increases. You don't consciously say, let me maximize my fixed costs. It happens quietly. A nicer apartment because I can afford it now. A newer car because it's safer. Subscriptions because it's only $15. Each decision feels small, but collectively, they lock your life into a rigid structure. And rigidity is the enemy of financial peace. Think of your finances like a cage. Income increases make the cage bigger, but fixed expenses turn the bars into steel. You're technically earning more, but you can't move. That's why people with high incomes panic during layoffs. They don't fear poverty. They fear losing the lifestyle they're trapped inside. Addressing objections. Now you might be thinking, Jay, isn't the solution just to earn even more? Sometimes, yes. But Here's the catch. Every time income goes up, expectations follow. Lifestyle inflation isn't a moral failure. It's human psychology. Studies from the hedonic adaptation literature show that satisfaction from income increases typically fades within 6-12 months, meaning you don't feel richer. You just feel normal again. With higher stakes, this is where it gets really interesting. When you track flexibility instead of income, your behavior changes. You stop asking, "Can I afford this?" and start asking, "What does this commit me to?" That's a powerful shift. The real metric, formula. Here's the simple version. Financial flexibility ratio. Flexible income, total take-home income. Flexible income divided by total take-home income. If less than 20% of your income is flexible, you're vulnerable. If it's 30-40%, you're stable. If it's 50% plus, you're rare. And wealthy people protect this ratio obsessively. Why the wealthy think differently? Here's something most people don't realize. Wealthy households often spend less proportionally than middle-class households. Not because they're cheap, but because flexibility is power. They avoid high fixed housing costs, long-term consumer debt, mandatory lifestyle expenses, because flexibility lets them. Invest aggressively during downturns. Take career risks. Walk away from bad situations. Income funds life. Flexibility funds freedom. Actionable steps. Very important. Let's make this practical. Step 1. List your fixed commitments. Only expenses you cannot easily change. Housing, debt payments, insurance, subscriptions, minimum investments. Be honest. Step 2. Calculate your flexibility. Take home income minus fixed commitments. That leftover number, that's your real financial power. Step 3. Reduce rigidity, not joy. Cut expenses that lock you in long term, not the ones that make life enjoyable. A cheaper apartment beats skipping coffee. Step 4. Protect flexibility as income grows. Every raise should increase flexibility, not just lifestyle. That's how wealth compounds quietly. Look, you don't need to be rich to feel secure. You need room to breathe. Money is supposed to buy options, not obligations. If this video helped you rethink how you measure financial success, hit subscribe. Because the people who win with money aren't the ones chasing the biggest income. They're the ones who refuse to give up control. I'll see you in the next one.